Hello and welcome to a new series. This is Recent Photography Purchases. In this series, I'll be discussing new items that I'm adding to my collection, my setup, or new pieces of gear that I get. I want to do one of these videos every 3 to 4 months and include a giveaway in each episode of Recent Photography Purchases. Stay tuned to the end of this video to see what you can win and how to win it. First, let's start with some film that I recently got, and that is Ilford Delta 3200. This is 120 film. I had previously used Delta 3200 in 35mm when Sarah and I were moving across country. I had one roll of that loaded in my M6. I figured it'd be a pretty versatile film to be using, late at night when you get into town somewhere. And that was the only time I've ever used it. I got this 5-pack of film for half price on Amazon because one of them was missing the cardboard and the other couple cardboards are a little squished. Couldn't pass it up at that price, and I'm feeling a little more comfortable experimenting with this film, seeing as I got it for a good price. I've heard that shooting it at 1600 and developing it normally can give you some really great results, so I'm going to try that with a roll or two. Next, I want to talk about the light that I'm using for this video, and Per Gear sent me this little light. It's the Laufus Rainbow Fresh RGB video light. I've been using it in a bunch of my recent videos, for example, the 7 Artisans 35mm f1.4 review, and I feel like it has really elevated my B-roll. This is the first time I've used it to light a scene for any talking head kind of stuff. It's the only thing lighting me right now besides the lamp and the windows. It's really small, it's got good battery life, charges via USB-C, has lots of different lighting modes, color temperature adjustments. It gets very bright, has an aluminum body, it's got thread mounts on 2 sides. All of this means it's found a place in my camera bag. The only issue I have found with the light is that some USB-C cords don't actually charge it. Now on to the big pile of stuff here that's hurting my legs. This is the photo books and zines. So let's get started here. First one up is Volume 1 COVID-19, and this is by my good friend Steve from My Lens. This zine documented the communities in East Sussex, Brighton, and the surrounding locations during their first lockdown. There's a lot of really great street photography in here, and Steve has a Volume 2 that is out now, if you want to check that out too. Second here, we have Willem Verbeek's Walking Svalbard. If you're watching this, you probably already follow Willem. He took all these amazing photos in Svalbard, which is the world's northernmost town. It's dark, snowy, moody, and all on film. It's a great little book. I'm amazed at some of these images. Damn. Third, we have a zine from Bob Price. This is an awesome collection of images from California. I love a bunch of these. They remind me of my home state. Fantastic little collection of pictures. Next up is Brian Lackey's Slovenia, released in May 2017. This zine shows his beautiful images from, well, you guessed it, Slovenia. Brian is currently working on a project to capture the Colorado Wild in 6x6 black and white. It's probably going to be a few years before he's done with that, but in the meantime, I can enjoy a whole bunch of images here from Slovenia. The next zine is from Casual Science, and this one is Legal Weed. This little 10-page zine documents Charlie and Sarah's trip to California to find out if the grass is really greener. It's all shot on film in 2019. There was also a blue cover variant, but I think both of them are sold out now. The last zine is Social Distancing by Matt Day. He shot all of this on HP5 during the first week of the pandemic. All the profits from this photo book he donated to a local food bank in Chillicothe, Ohio. I think he did a great job of capturing a small town that feels even more empty due to COVID-19. Now we're on to the photo books. First one up here is Joe Greer's NYC I Love You, But You're Bringing Me Down. Actually, it's just NYC I Love You. This is a phenomenal book of street photography from July 2017 to 2020, full of amazing color and black and white street photography. Probably one of my favorite books I got in 2020. The last of the photo books is Linda McCartney's Life in Photographs. Sarah got this one for me because she knows I'm such a big fan of Linda McCartney's work. There are so many amazing photos in this book, mostly covering musicians, but also family life. So many intimate moments captured while also feeling completely candid. Shadows in light and shade, seeing all things, common or obscure, I click. And I love that saying. That kind of represents how I like taking pictures too. Just phenomenal. Next, I upgraded my flatbed scanner, and that's out in the workspace. Previously, I was using an Epson V600, but now I have the V700. I kind of randomly stumbled upon a local listing for a V700, and they wanted $150 for it, which was insanely cheap, so I kind of just had to upgrade. I don't know all of the spec differences between the V600 and V700, but in the few days that I've had it now, what I have noticed right away is that the flatbed can hold twice as many 35mm and 120 frames per scan, plus it has the support for some larger format negatives. It's a solid upgrade, and it should save me a little bit of time when I scan. Two lenses I've recently purchased, one of them being the Leica Elmarit 135 f2.8 with goggles, and the other lens is this TT Artisans 11mm also f2.8. Both of these are for the Leica M mount. I got these lenses because I wanted to try shooting outside of my rangefinder comfort zone. Previously, 75mm had been my furthest reaching M mount lens, and 28 was my widest. Both of these being f2.8 is plenty fast for me, and having magnifying goggles on the 135 helps with the framing and focusing. With the TT Artisans 11mm, I have a separate viewfinder, or I can just use the VisiFlex. This TT Artisans lens is probably going to be my next lens that I make a review video on, so stay tuned for that one probably next week or so. I can't wait to take some portraits of Sarah with this 135mm. And now on to the last items that I've picked up here and the giveaway. I got locally these Ilford Multigrade Pearl Deluxe Darkroom photo papers. These are 8x10 25 sheet packs. I got a whole bunch of these in a few 100 sheet packs as well. So the previous owner basically just gave these away to me, and I figured I would pass along some of these to you as well. I'm going to be giving away 6 packs of 25. 3 will be given away on YouTube and 3 on Instagram. How you can win on YouTube: you just need to be subscribed, like the video, and leave a comment. How you can win on Instagram: the same thing. Just follow my Instagram account, like the giveaway post, and leave a comment on that giveaway post. I'll be picking 3 random winners from YouTube and from Instagram 1 month from the date that this video is published on YouTube. This first giveaway is going to be limited to USA contestants only. Future episodes of Recent Photography Purchases will have international giveaways, so if you're out of the USA, stay tuned next time and you'll have some other stuff to win. Thank you so much for watching this very first episode of Recent Photography Purchases. Like I said, I hope to have one of these out every 3 to 4 months, and I will see you in the next one.